Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. We are back with game 2 of PARP versus the Chase Squad. The teams have swapped sides, as is, I guess, standard. Let's say that. Also, let's probably a good idea to undeafen myself. I'm still here. I'm still. I pay attention to details. What are you talking about? I'm still Jirachi. I'm still here with Bellowing Bison and Silent Taco, and we still got some PMA LCS action going on.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Right out of the gate, though, just looking at the draft,
Cho'Gath ban.
Cho'Gath was the immediate first ban.
And the Sejuani. Oh god.
If I want your opinion,
They're just like,
I'll
all
beat
those
it
champions
out
you
of
played last game? Yeah.
Nope.
No, not again.
Nope. But we'll see what this leaves up. I mean, you ban one thing, you gotta leave something else up. So
And
There's no turning back.
the Lucian ban directed at Allergic to Milk. I remember my team playing versus him.
my god, he went off that
Like-
one game and then it got banned immediately, right?
Oh, yeah, and like,
Yeah.
it's just,
But
I don't know. There just came a point in the game where he just completely took over.
Yeah, this top lane matchup, Chase Squad did first pick away to Galio, but Balakashan responded with a last pick Aatrox. This is kind of his pocket pick. I guess we've kind of been waiting to see him pull it out, and well, we are going to see him pull it out. But with the bans that Chase Squad had to throw at the Sejuani and Cho'Gath, Zach gets through for Arian, and Violet Sociocat does get her hands on Orianna. It's not her Cho'Gath, but she plays a really good Orianna.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at that combo of Orianna and Zac, me and Taco have played that combo before with each other. It is absolutely disgusting.
I'm like already preparing myself from the absolute destruction that's gonna come.
But I mean, well, Sociocat's gonna have a rough lane against that Viger. If she walks forward to move her ball at all, he can drop that stun on her. And we all know what Viger can do if he gets a stun.
Yep. He can get some farm.
That's what the saying is, absolutely. The other saying is Chase singed.
Wait, what?
Never.
Rip?
Rip.
What?
Vigar stunning you to get some farm is like chasing singed. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Gotcha. No, I understand what's happening.
Sean with
Sorry
the
for the...
And the got BM.
The Urgot hover, but also Sean got his hands on Misfortune. This is his main. A lot of these are all comfort picks for PARP, and they form a good combo. Allergic to
This
Milk
is very strong.
giving a shout out to his Bard from last season, but he gets his hands on the Varus. The Varus Misfortune matchup is it more or less goes even. I don't know. This is one of the few matchups I don't know. But
I mean, with that going even, if you look at the Braum, me and Taco were talking about it a little bit, that's going to negate some of that Misfortune damage, especially from her ult. It's going to block her ult. If he can get in front of those Q bounces, he can negate those as well.
yeah, not a lot of damage on Chase Squad's side besides the Vigar. Like Varus is more utility focused, 80 carry, and then you have triple tank, top jungle support. I mean, the Vigar can deal loads of damage, but normally this team plays around kind of Allergic to Milk, and normally Lusa, when he's in the jungle, they're kind of not playing around Menbung quite as much, but I don't know.
I'm curious to see the build of Varus. That's the only thing I've got my eyes on, because they got between Gragas and Galio, especially in the early and mid game, you pop out a decent amount of burst, more than you'd expect, even bidding tank items, with their max HP abilities. And Vigor can come in and execute, any one of those targets that gets focused, a squishy target like Orianna or Misfortune. But when it comes to late game and just DPS overall, it's really going to fall into Varus. So it's going to need to be a lot of peel involved, and that's it's pretty good. What involved with, especially when you think about like the Vagar cage potentially zoning multiple tanks, while allergic to milk can get his pick of targets in that sort of scenario. But and I'm really interested to see what sort of build he does and how they play it out in general.
Yeah, I've been favoring the Blade of Ruin King build still on Varus even after the slight nerf to the lifesteal. The Blade of Ruin King and Runins, like, they synergize great as items, and the Runins is great pairing with Varus's W. I forget what it's,
Right.
I don't know ability
The
names.
max HP.
But yeah, and it's great at shredding tanks, and
He gets the blighted
it's-
quiver.
yeah,
passive.
but something like that. I know it has his W, and that's it.
Oh my god.
I'm a plus Varus player, but
Have you heard of
the board build
Emacs?
just kind of feels. Yeah, I go Emacs on him. The Hail of Arrows, that's what it's called. I think.
noise?
I'm gonna pretend that's what it is.
Right.
But
He was smart.
both these I are smart. Both these teams have built great teamfight comps. Kind of both built around just like AoE, CC, but just different types. And Chase Squad have a more cohesive team comp this time around. Although, why am I? Hold on. Why am I getting pings from something and I don't know what?
What's happening?
I don't know. What? I'm being weird. In other news, water is wet. Anyway, if for anyone that has not seen, I did post the MVP straw poll results. Congrats to Balakashran for unanimously with 3 votes getting MVP for Game 1. Well deserved. Great performance on that Galio, and
Yeah, that was a really good game.
yeah, see if
On
he can
part.
see if he can translate it onto the Aatrox against the Galio this game.
If you notice, before we head into the game here, real quick, on the red side, there's 4 jungler bans. They're really trying to push Minimum out of the game here.
Target the sub, why not? Okay, but
With the Sejuani ban on blue side, that's 5 junglers banned total.
yeah, we are spectator delay has run down. I'm going to real quick fix the scoreboard because teams have swapped sides. Yeah.
I mean, when you sub for Elucida, you might as well get banned like Elucida.
Jesus.
You make a good point there.
Yeah. Just ignore me moving around everything on the stream overlay. No, PARP is not playing PARP. I'm just fairly bad at setting up things. Yeah, but we are getting into game 2 of this PARP versus Chase Squad match as soon as I fix this overlay.
Another quick note before we head into
There we go.
game here. We do have a prize pool for the players, just like we did last season. We do have 1 donation. If you guys want to go ahead and donate, look below this channel screen here, and you will see the link to go ahead and donate. We'd all like something to play for, so
Spoiler
yeah,
alert.
give us money.
Spoiler alert. The 1 donation was Bison.
Yay,
Someone
money.
else donate, please. Actually, yeah, we did have a nice donation. Like, we did have a nice prize pool last split, and I believe some of the money this split will be going towards the Symphonia. It's
Education fund, I believe.
education fund. Yeah, I believe it funds their.
It also did
scholarship and things.
last season as well.
Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, go donate to it. You can donate to Symphonia and the Symphonian LCS, but we are loading now into game 2 of Passive Aggressive Red Panda singular, I learned, versus the Chase Squad. Just right Summoner spells I'm noticing right off the bat: double exhaust for Chase Squad and double teleport for PARP. I don't know if that affects
Hey, do you
anything.
have
It's like an observation. It's an observation.
I mean, I don't really see Orianna getting close enough to a Viger to ignite him.
Yeah, and maybe stop some of the Aatrox or Zac damage from coming in.
Yeah, in theory, Veigar should be able to make some good trades for himself. But we'll see how that matchup plays out here once things get rolling. I wonder if there's a level 1 invade planning. I know Ali loves to do level 1s.
Yeah, Balakastran is staying in the top lane, or is going towards it, but Guy Fieri is down here. They want to invade, but gets spotted out by the ward.
Looks like Red Team just taking purely defensive positions, trying to spot out the enemies for their potential invade. Looking to just...
Xanakis just hatches a ward. Just maybe he's getting some information, although Violet Sociocat has gotten she has gotten a ward down onto the blue side blue buff.
Yep, get
Also-
it up. What's up? Go ahead.
I was gonna say also another quick note for the viewers here. Xanakis Musicus is back in for Chase Squad this game. He is the normal mid laner.
Oh yes,
So
this is true. So we only have one sub in this game now, and it is a semi-long-term sub. Rip Elucida's computer. 20, I don't know which year he bought it, but 20XX to 2017. Which allows to have a moment of silence. Okay, we're done now.
Oh god.
Shout out to
This is-
Elucida, the only other person in PMA LCS who is from my chapter. Hey Desai, what up? UMD.
So look
Donbell
like
and
Gra-
Allergic to Milk sitting in this bush. They just get some level 1 cheese going. I'm gonna
yeah.
keep an eye on this. Oh, which Milk has popped out nice damage down onto Enchante.
Really good level 1 poke.
Got quite a bit done out of that level 1 cheese, actually.
Looks like Value Sociocat already trying to put work in onto the enemy mid laner.
Yeah, typical trading all over the map. Enchante getting a Q bounce onto Allergic to Milk did not kill a minion first, so does not get that crit.
Just to make a quick note, Gragas started Raptors, took rep up level 2, and now he's basing. So this
Guys,
he's off the map for a little bit.
Guys, Hunter's Potion. Meanwhile, the Allergic to Milk does proc the concussive blows onto Blue Markle, but that's the only trading that's going to happen. Longsword start for Enchante, and Blue Markle also has 3 pots, as is standard for support. He'll be plenty fine.
Veigar being really punished by the Orianna.
Yeah, he's down 10 CS at 3 minutes, and he is already at half HP, while Violet Sociocat is at full. But meanwhile, in this top lane, Arian wants to get this gank going down. Doesn't get any more of it though. Guy Fieri just backs off. Doesn't even have to blow his flash. Move the cursor. There we go.
yeah, that mid lane matchup's more classic Ali going on there. You know, you normally don't see too much damage coming out of that Orianna until level 6 when she has the ultimate. Getting that damage early on to Viger.
Balakastran just leaping over Guy Fieri does block the Justice Punch. Is gonna, yep, he's gonna get the taunt off. Pretty even trade, and this
Missed both of his
does-
spells. Still
Yeah.
comes out pretty good.
Welcome to Aatrox, and he's gonna sustain up. So,
Yeah, he's got a pot kill plus the Doran's Blade.
oh yeah, he still has a Self Potion, while Guy Fieri has already used both of his. So,
Not to mention, he's also running low on mana.
yeah, plenty of sustain for Balakastran. He's not gonna have to back for a while Guy Fieri might have to back soon. Maybe either get the triple Dorans. We still see some top laners running even after the nerf to make it the passive unique. But Menbon coming in for his gank. Violet Sociocat's just gonna give him a run around. Menbon gonna cut off Violet Sociocat with the barrel, but Arian is leaping in, gets the stretching strike, gonna apply those red buff autos. No summoners burn, Menbon gets away.
Yeah, just a bit of a misplay from Veigar there. if Gragas was coming in, he could have tried to combo his CC if he wasn't confident in landing it. Could have tried to combo it with the Gragas stun. I think that might have led to at least a summoner spell coming up from Oriana.
Yeah. Guy, this top, welcome to top lane. Just damage for days. Ooh, the W empowered. I think it's not. Is it empowered? I'm gonna call it empowered. The W empowered auto from Balakastran with plenty of damage on the Guy Fury. Aaron is looking for a gank over this wall that a lot of Zacs like to jump over because they can. No, he's just gonna back off.
I think he's at Grom. He's at,
yeah, Medbug back in this mid lane does not allow the barrel to explode.
Again,
the mid lane focus. Yeah.
Menbung trying to put the pressure on mid lane.
Jeez.
I think he's trying to help Viger maybe get some of that farm back, maybe pressure Oriana off that farm.
Oh, good, very good. Get his back canceled. Cheeky little. Oh god. Back to me not knowing ability names. What are any of Aatrox's abilities called?
Wow. Well, his W is Blood Price and
Bloodthirst. I'm not a professional caster. In the meantime, Menbung is now putting pressure on this bot lane. Plenty of damage does. The Donvel does get his concussive blow stun off. Still no summoners burn, but they're getting some nice health chunks. Top lane again, Guy Fury getting jumped upon, has to flash away. Balakastran flashes and gets the first blood. Oh my god. Ignore my mouse going crazy. First blood solo kill over the Balakastran.
This is a little bit of an unfortunate one. That's a pretty good matchup for Aatrox himself. Or any melee matchup, Aatrox can really punish.
Sorry, continue.
Well, I was gonna say, in theory, Aatrox can win most melee matchups just to the fact that he has really good health sustain and strong trading, while also being manaless. So the longer you you give like little trades going on and you sustain up, your opponent's health is just gonna whittle down. And if they're using their abilities back on you, then also their mana pool is being drained. And eventually you reach a point where they just can't fight you back with having a low mana pool, and you can just all in them, having this the health advantage as well.
Yeah, really smart Aatrox play by Balakastran, bringing out the pocket pick. Welcome to PMA LCS, where pocket picks are basically the norm.
I have something planned special for the next game.
Oh my, I do too actually. Spoiler alert, it's Zac ADC.
Seems legit.
Name anything and I'll take it ADC. Alistar ADC?
I like
Got it. Hey, the Nemesis Draft All-Stars match last split, I played Evelyn ADC.
So that doesn't sound as bad as Zac ADC.
Hey, you don't know that. You haven't played either of them, have you?
I have. I'll concede that one, but I gotta say I'm not too proud of it.
Oh god.
So I don't know.
What are we gonna see? Are we gonna see? Who are we? Maybe not from you, but from Elucida, the Jin Jungle special. Last going over the wall from Medbug. The Jin Jungle. Ooh,
spicy.
Honestly,
no,
Elucida better bring out the Jin Jungle.
I was thinking about
gonna chunk Xanthicus out. Opts not to use the shockwave yet. Just saving it for a better opportunity.
Got himself a Thunderlord's trade.
Yeah. It's plenty of damage already. She got the Lost Chapter, has plenty of mana.
I mean,
Viger also has a Lost Chapter, but is down in Amp Tome, so just that little bit of AP.
She might as well have a kill at this point. It's 71 creep to 37.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous.
It's brutal.
Arian, and they're just gonna steal Menbung's blue buff. He's off getting his own red. Either he doesn't know or he doesn't want to go anywhere near that. But either way, free blue buff to Wild Sociocat, and she'll also be able to get her own later. She's wrapping around Xanthicus. He's giving the runaround. Meow's bot lane allergic to Mill, gonna chain of corruption. Great combo onto Enchante. He's gonna flash away but go down anyway to allergic Milk. Boom Markle's up next. Menbong is gonna get great explosive cast, knocks him right back. Who's gonna get the kill? Yup, Allergic to Milk gonna get the double kill though. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, off the gank from Arian, Xanakis did go down, but 2 for 1 overall. Arian looking at top side, not gonna do anything there. 2 for 1 overall.
So this is the
That's good for them.
I know I keep commenting on the jungler, but it's good. As a jungler myself, I feel like I have a little bit of insight here. And looking at the matchups, I got to really give credit to Menbung here. This is the one I was looking at the whole game. I would say ditch mid and snowball bottom lane because the gank setup between Varus and Braum is really high. So Gragas doesn't have to show himself on a ward before the play starts. You know, they could start with the Varus ult and chain that into a Braum ult. Meanwhile, Gragas is walking up to the river. They can chain that into an easy double kill. And later on, transition that into a first tower and potentially Dragon as well. So, gotta give props to Gragas here. I think he made the right call here.
Yeah, maybe play around there with the Lusa out. Maybe their primary carry role does go on to Allergic to Milk. Play around him a bit more, make sure this Varus can have some damage along with that utility impact in team fights.
Right.
Yeah, and that, well, very well ganked from Menbong too. Hasn't gotten much done mid, but goes bot and gets a double kill for his ADC.
It was definitely well played. Looks like Enchante going for a lethality build on to Misfortune. I don't know what the norm is here, but
I've had many discussions with him over lethality versus crit. I think kind of like the conclusion I've come to and kind of the consensus is either one works. It's just kind of like personal preference. I personally go crit build because I like being able to have that extra attack speed and being able to like kite for days. But Chante, I know he massively prefers the lethality for the burst and less so the consistent damage. Which against this tanky comp, maybe you want that consistent damage more.
Yeah, maybe especially versus Braum, who can completely negate your ultimate. And that, I feel like that's where the majority of your lethality build goes. You know, it goes into playing around the ultimate. So
Chante has some weird builds. This has been well established.
All right, we'll make sure to pull him in after game and question him in person.
Well, if he gets MVP, I think we normally only pull in MVPs for interviews. I guess I'll just have to go off and play well. That's a challenge to him now.
Do it for me. Do it for me, Sean.
Do it.
I need to know.
Do it. Oh, Chain of Corruption missing, but Menbung's gonna flash for the body slam anyway. Does land a great explosive cast, cancels out the MF while both teleports coming in. Chante's gonna be dead to rights. Menbung picked up back elbow. Allergic to Milk. He's just gonna survive. He's gonna have the heroic entrance. That's a 2 for 0. Xanakis picks up Boom Markle. Great fight down in the bottom lane for Chase Squad, but Violent Sociocat and the rest of PARP are gonna just push. Not Violent Sociocats in the bot lane. I'm an idiot. PARP is just gonna push down with Rift Herald this mid lane. Guy Finger gonna flash for a taunt, but it's not gonna actually taunt. The Q gets cancelled by the baby cage. Belvakastran forced to flash away. But first tower off of the great Rift Herald place from PARP, and that's gold's gonna be dead even.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite changes to Veigar when they made his cage actually interrupt dashes if they pass through the wall.
As a player of someone of champions with dashes, I hate that change.
I think it's pretty cool.
Menbung getting caught though, let's bounce. Violent Sociocat is here for backup, but Menbung does have his 2 carries here. Oh, Arian flashes into the baby cage, but he's gonna come back for a knockup. Double kill with the dissonance from
It was just a bait.
It was
a bait.
All a bait, boys.
He flashed into the cage to give them false hope.
Yeah. And there's the pause. Donville EC'd yet again. So people have connection issues. It's fine. It's
I remember them saying something about.
Yeah, this is why we have.
So
this is why we have pause. We're investigating a bug where ASOL's some things can't be seen. Bug catcher, even when Aurelion Soul's not in the game, we catch bugs on him anyway, but quick unpause.
Oh.
Back. Quick time check. I'm on 14, 20, 21, 22.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're good.
Cool, awesome. Just good to double check.
Alright, red team picking up the break. Mountain.
What was that? Mountain? Yeah, that's gonna be. They, especially with this objective focused game, they really like to play that Mountain Dragon. Is great for them.
It's just overall solid dragon to have. It lets you add extra pressure where maybe you might not have had some.
Yeah. I think Infernal and Mountain are pretty much consensus the two best in the game. Well, Infernal the consensus best, but Mountain not that far behind. But just let's just go. Just gonna go back to the Varus build for a quick second, which did go the Essence Reaver, not the later Ruin King, opting to go for the more like Q poke, mana sustain style. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, speaking of item builds, looking at the top lane there, it looks like Blackstrand did pick up that Blade of the Ruin King. That's going to be a huge power spike for him up there. If you look at Galio, it's 3 Doran's rings for him. I don't know when that Doran's ring change goes into effect, but
it did already go into effect. But the nice double up bounce. The Doran's ring, triple Doran's ring stack is still not bad, because they were actually talking about it in LCS today. The mana regen, like you don't get the unique passive again. It's only 4 mana sustain per unit killed rather than 12, but you still get the value, all the value on the HP, the mana, the just base mana regen, and the AP. So you can still clear waves for days with Galio, just not quite as much mana sustain to do it. Not as good, but still good.
I think the build path is pretty solid. We can see, even though he did die at one time, he's pulling ahead in creeps here. So like he's got the.
Oh, Arian gonna land onto Xanthus, gonna flash a shockwave though. Nicely done. Burns the summoner, but lives. Oh, it's all good.
Plus he's
got
gonna
take so much damage, gonna get blown up by the bullet time. That's a kill for Enchante. That's gonna boost his build up quite a bit. Guy Fury getting engaged on, does get knocked up by the Pulverize. But he's tanky, even just on the Warden's Mail, so he'll be fine. Oh, Blockashade teleported down. Logical gonna flash away from Naka, but Donville's gonna kick on anyway. Just whacking at Donville, getting so much damage off. 1 proc away. Oh, Chain Corruption gonna stop Violet Sociocat, and that's gonna prevent the dive from going even further. Never mind, Arian's here, gonna land the Let's Bounce, catches both of them. He's kind of on cell phone though. Nope, Violet Sociocat's here, cleans up another double kill. 5-0 Orianna. That is gonna be scary when shockwaves go off in fights.
Yeah, especially when you have someone like A-Tractor, Zach, and Alistar as well, who can set you up for that potential wombo play.
I mean, I see in their team comp, they looked for that ball delivery system with Zach and Aatrox. Even you can put it on him and have him dive in. You can have it on Alistar. It just gives all kinds of options for Violet Sociocat to get that shockwave off. I was hoping maybe the lane would be a little bit more exciting with that Viger being able to maybe counter that Orianna a bit, but it looks like Violet Sociocat basically said, "I don't care about counters. Let's just go."
Yeah, usually how that goes.
Welcome to how Ally plays. Just kind of do whatever. And yeah. Oh, I'm not even gonna bother commenting on that one. He just gets bounced around. At some point, you're just like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother.
Oh, sorry.
Well, Menbong is in a bit of a weird spot. Body slams away, but Leek's gonna miss. He's fine. Blockashade gonna just flank him though, but he's now in a bad spot himself. Gonna get stunned up by the concussive blows. His team is here for backup. Not quite. He's getting knocked around as well. Gonna pop his ultimate. His passive is gonna get procced for the first time in this game. But he's gonna go down. Nice bullet time over the wall. Blockashade stays alive. Massive chain of corruption though, preventing any follow really, but Chase Squad, this is not going to be a good fight for them. Guy Fieri is not going to quite go down. Going to flash forward to land a stretching strike. knocks Kafir and Donville together. Both of them go down, and Shantae picking up on Boom Markle getting the other. Great, another great fight for PARP.
Yeah, it was a little bit unfortunate. Aatrox nearly died, but and blow her heal.
Shantae in a weird position flashes and gets bopped by Menbung anyway.
We'll call that one the classic Sean.
Sean's gonna probably want to pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, they're following the PARP. Possibly report them for inting. They're 100% of PARP's deaths currently this game.
What a feeder.
Report Enchante for feeding / unskilled player. Remember when unskilled player was something you could report people for?
Oh, it was good times.
Oh man.
I remember when people thought it was actually a legitimate reason to
Oh no,
report people.
no, it's not. It was just there as like a placebo, but it was still great. Like report teammate, he is boosted bonobo.
Did you ever press it, even though you knew it was just a placebo? Just to like vent your frustration?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I did it a couple times. I was like, I just hated this game. I need to report him. I know this isn't gonna work.
Perfect. This is what happens when you make me cast at 1:30 in the morning.
Oh well.
Oh. This is what happens when you're on the East Coast.
What time is it?
Yeah.
It's 1:30 in the morning over here.
Oh wow.
Wait, what time is it for you?
11:40.
Mountain time it is?
Yes.
Infernal Drag coming up means they want to fight. Arian gonna get great two-man let's bounce in. That's a massive combo, and Shantae picks up a double. He's gonna not get the triple onto Menbung because Violet Sociocat gets it. Is gonna get the triple onto the Guy Fieri though. Another 4 for 0. Allergic to Milk is just gonna watch his team die and lose the dragon.
Yeah, just the Wombo is so hard. When they're snowballed like as much as they are right now, the Braum pick really doesn't matter anymore. Sad to say, but I'm trying to think of a way for them to get back into this game. And looking at PARP picking up this Baron, I don't see many ways out other than them potentially just completely ruining their play with the Baron.
Maybe stall out the Baron, maybe try to separate this team up, find some picks, see if you can catch Violet Sociocat split pushing.
Yeah, if we can get some chain pick situation.
Yeah, you have the Chain of Corruption to work around on Allergic to Milk and the Event Horizon, so if you can get some picks with those, they might be able to work their way back into this one.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys just said, it's PARP's game to lose at this point. I mean, Chase Squad has built themselves another mountain to climb. They've got that, was in almost 10k gold lead. Nah, it's not that much. It's 9. But I mean, it's going to be difficult for them to climb that. They gotta, you guys said, catch some people out, do things, maybe play a little bit more defensively, and stop getting caught out in so many bad fights.
Yeah, and what's really frustrating is it's hard to ward correctly versus Zac because he can engage from so many different angles. So whenever you're under a tower and you're sieging and you don't see Zac in that siege, you should just assume he's preparing to jump into tower to dab you.
Xanacus and Violet Sociocat just gonna CC each other up, and they're both also gonna flash away. Neither person really wanting much to do with that.
Yeah, Violet Sociocat missed that combo there with her QE, W.
Oh, Blue Team Start is gonna go down, but Allergic to Milk doesn't get much more of that Chain of Corruption. Shantae is just gonna get the tower, and he's gonna walk away. But Menbung is flanking this, does not land the body slam, an awkward explosive cast, gonna knock them away from his team actually, but there goes the bullet time from Enchante, he's gonna get a kill. Meanwhile, top Rocket Strands pushing down top lane was Why Not double kill now for the ADC. Arian gonna get popped into his passive. Menbung and Allergic both gonna flash away. This is a scary MF now that has 7 kills.
Yeah, Duskblade straight into Infinity. That's a lot of AD.
Yeah, she
You
just
comboed with the
shreds
lethality.
right now, Jesus. Oh, I feel gonna dive in. Does catch Enchante. Shockwave does whiff. So they do get that cooldown now, but they're still super low and cannot defend this tower. Meanwhile, Balkashan is just gonna keep pushing in top lane area. Good dive again. Wild Sosik has godlike Guy Furies. Justice Punch does get stopped up on 2 members
Blue
now
Marco
on killing
nearly
sprees.
gave Galio a free pass out of that one. Missing
Yeah.
the headbutt pulverize combo and just knocking him away.
Balakastran just whacks Xanthus.
And there's a surrender.
There is the surrender. And PARP gonna take the 2-0 over Chase Squad. GG. What a statement coming out from PARP. They stomped one game over us. I'm just gonna say it. They did get the 2-0 one in the game 1 stomping, game 2 closer,
Yeah,
but they
and
do get off to this 2-0 start and definitely a statement match. And yeah.
it was a really strong showing by PARP here. But if we're gonna give Chase Squad a little bit of the benefit of the doubt here, is that they had just lost arguably the best member on the roster, and having to deal with that in such a short amount of time is going to be pretty difficult. So I don't know. This matchup could have played out either way had they weren't if they weren't in such a bad position. Not to mention their mid laner was missing at the start of this series.
Yeah, I'll be get the MVP poll posted in just a second, but speaking of MVP, this game I'll actually start with this one because I want to give to Arian. He definitely got a lot of plays going, maybe didn't get off a ton of ganks necessarily, but around fights he was getting all the engages going and had great let's bounces, getting multiple people into his team, setting up great bullet times and shockwaves, and I think this is why you don't leave Zach up, and I think he had a great performance on the champion.
I think that's a reasonable assessment, but if I had to give it to anyone, I think it'd be Violet Celcio Cat. Having played with her for a while, I can kind of assume what's going on in the comms, and she orchestrates so many plays and like opportunities for the team that it really becomes really easy to follow. I guess the calls at that point when you have such a strong voice as a shot caller. Not to mention, she played very, very well in the laning phase, up a massive amount of CS on Vagar, really shutting him down, not letting him scale into the beast that he's supposed to be. Not let alone the combos she did with Zach and Misfortune. So I don't know. I'm gonna give this one to Violet Sociocat on Oriana.
All right, Bison.
I have to be the tiebreaker.
Not necessarily. You
I'm
could give it to
already.
someone else.
I could, but
You can
I'm torn
comment.
between Arion and Violet Sociocat. I mean, if you look what Allie is doing in these games, plus like Silent Taco mentioned, the shot calling that you know is going on behind the scenes, and if you look at look at his kill participation that last match, he was everywhere and almost a part of every single kill. I mean, he had 17 of the 20 kills he was participating in.
Allie also had participated in 17 out of 20 kills. Also, while
See, now you're just making it harder.
While we're on kill participation, Balakastran had 2 solo kills, and that was it.
And 0 assists.
0 assists for Balakastran.
That's what happens when you're split pushing a lot.
But ultimately, I'm going to give it to Arion. I felt like he orchestrated a lot of the kills that were on the side of PARP. Him diving in, getting some massive Q bindings. Yeah, he just set him up, and Enchante just knocked him down.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, absolutely. So go and put in your votes for who you think should be MVP. I have posted the poll in the Twitch chat. I'm being spammed by Caleb. Oh my god. Okay. So we will get Balakastran / Caleb down here for an MVP interview. He'll be down here in just a bit, and while I'm talking to him, we'll wait for some results to come in for the Game 2 MVP, and we'll get that one down here too. Soon as Caleb gets down here.
What's up?
Well, hello.
How's it going?
It's good. So, congrats on the 2-0. Congrats on being the MVP for Game 1. Definitely nice, great. I would call that a great performance on the Galio, as much as I hate praising you at all.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, we're just waiting on Game 2 MVP, because
Are we waiting
It's
for both
late.
of them to get in here?
Yeah, we're just gonna wait a bit for votes to come in, and then
Okay.
yeah.
I guess while we're waiting for votes, we can remind everyone that we do have 3 more matches coming up this week. We have one
Yes.
tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. We have 9-inch Torpedoes versus Team Solo Feed. Come and watch Rich feed his ass off. Because, Solo Feed.
Watch me and only me feed my ass off.
I want to know where my poem at.
Oh,
That
true.
is-
Eric,
Oh yeah.
where's my
Really?
poem at?
Hold on.
Where's my poem at?
Hold on. Okay. While we're on this, so context. Before this match, Guy Fieri and Caleb / Balakastran placed a bet. If either their teams won this series 2-0, the other captain would recite a 10-line poem for them live on stream. So, I guess Guy Fieri has a bet to fulfill.
Well,
He also has appeared to have disappeared, so he's running away. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, stick around. Don't miss out on Guy Fieri reading a poem.
is that gonna happen right now?
I mean,
It was a
this
bet.
interview has gone great. So
Yes. Let's
I think I'm gonna leave.
I'll give it a couple more minutes. We'll get the poem done and then the MVP. Or you know
Oh,
what?
so-
I'm gonna call it right now. Wait, that's not how you call up results. Poll results. Okay. 1 vote for Caleb, 3 votes for Arian, and 1 vote for Violet Sociocat. So Arian will get the MVP. Congrats to him.
All right, get him in here.
Do I leave?
No.
No, you stay.
No, you stay. You have...
Sorry, y'all just brought me in here and didn't ask me any questions. I was
Okay, well,
confused.
I will ask you a question. So the Aatrox pick. How do you feel about having 10% kill participation in that second game?
Hey, but I have 100% win participation.
Ooh, that's a very good argument.
That is fair.
My question was, what made you go for the Rod of Ages first on the Galio? Is that just... Are you looking to get more 1v1 pressure, or... Is that like a standard build?
No, everyone that sees me do it hates it, but I like it, so
I
they
hate
can all suck it.
I can confirm
Okay.
I hate you. But hold on.
I'm not going to say it's bad, but I'm just trying to figure out the reasoning behind it.
It just gives a lot more 1v1 pressure, and just helps you farm a lot more. Now that you can't do the 3 Doran ring rush.
Well, you can.
Right.
It doesn't stop your wave clear. It just hurts how often you can wave clear. But real quick interruption. We do have Arian in here, the Game 2 MVP. Congratulations. But also, much more importantly, we have a certain
Hey,
about
let's
to
go.
recite a poem.
Hey,
Guy
let's go.
Fieri. Let's hear it.
Alright, so it's only 9 lines because I didn't want to put a 10th line because I thought it was good the way it ended. So, can you guys hear me first off?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're good to go. Let's hear it, boy.
Cool, I got communication back after the match. Fun. Alright. Blackie-chan, oh Blackie-chan. You're so good I just can't stand. We tried to come up with a plan. We tried all that we can. But alas, you are just too good. Despite doing all that we could, and doing all that we should, You showed you rule the neighborhood, Blackie Chan. Oh, Blackie Chan.
Hey.
Go to
I wanna
worth
kiss you
because
now.
I could actually use like that.
What did I just
Some
hear?
Dr.
Oh my
Seuss shit
god.
right here.
That's
Okay.
lovely. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Thanks, babe.
Ali just sent me 10 out of 10.
Perfect.
All right, so
I actually download on my computer now.
Okay, I'm leaving now. Bye.
Okay, well, Caleb is now dipping. Elliot, well, I said this to Caleb, but congrats on the 2-0. Before I praise Elliot anymore, Eric might want to leave so he doesn't start crying between that. Anyway,
let's
Elliot,
start.
yeah, congrats on the 2-0 and the MVP.
Thank you.
Taco, I know you have questions, so go.
I do have a question. So there's a guy in chat who was bringing up the fact that Rengar wasn't not banned and it was not picked, being your main champion. I don't know what brought you to the Zac pick. I mean, it's an OP pick for sure, but when Rengar was open and someone here was assuming you'd pick it, what's the thought process? But just leaving it behind, ditching it, and going for like a tank plus engage sort of champion.
Well, I'll say this from the start. You know, it hurts every time I have to pick a jungler that's not Rengar.
Even when it's banned.
Even when it's banned, I'm just like, oh, I could have had him, you know. But
Right.
he's definitely my main. I enjoy his playstyle. I enjoy playing assassins, but the way that our team is built with who we have, I think having more of that frontline playmaker, not so much getting the kills, but setting them up and knocking them down for others, that's what works for us. And
Right.
you can see with, you know, having 4 games won, it shows, regardless of who, you know, we play as a team, but as long as we have a style and we try to stick with it. That's why I play, you know, pick these types of champs. I like to play Rengar, but, you know, everyone knows if Elliot plays Rengar, you have to shut him down, and I don't want to be shut down. So you hang out in the back line, people don't know about you, and then you come in with, you know, 5 or 6 missed Sejuani ults, and then you go from there.
Is that X-Smithy?
Right. So thank you for clearing that up for me. You
Yeah.
guys have any questions?
I mean,
I actually have a question for you guys.
turning
Yeah,
the
so
tables.
you are no longer to say my name if you cannot pronounce it correctly. because
Arian?
Can you settle it once and for all then? How do we pronounce it?
Eruyan,
Aruyan, okay.
All right. Thank you.
not Aryan,
Okay.
because
Eruyan.
that's a different spelling of something else. So let's get that one out of the way.
Aruyan?
Eruyan.
Aruyan. K. I'm still gonna mess that up so much, you have no idea.
All right.
But it's okay. But let me just take a second to pull up the schedule for the incoming week, but we do have 3 more matches coming your way for week 2 of the PMA LCS. Tomorrow we've got, I believe John or Bison said this, but we have Team Solo Feed versus the 9-inch Torpedoes. That's going to be at 10 p.m. Eastern time, and that we just have all these games are just consecutive days. But Tuesday we do have Tilt Torpedoes versus the 7 Shades of Greg. That's going to be at 11 p.m. EST, and then Wednesday we've got Cass's Shoe Shop versus Team Foreskin at 7 p.m. EST. So, if you guys don't have, any of you have any more questions for Elliot?
None for me. You, John?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's gonna do it for tonight's edition of the PMA LCS Week 2. Again, passive aggressive Red Panda singular taking the 2-0 over Chase Squad. So that's gonna be it. I have been Jirachi with Bellowing Bison and Silent Taco, and good night, y'all.